I have a knack for gathering items and am ever on the hunt for new finds. I'll gladly try out any useful mechanisms I espy.
Hail, Arisen. Pray, ask aught you wish to know. I shall answer, if 'tis within my power to do so. Very well. May...
Very well. I shall lend you my aid. You do seem to be in need of it. Please dispense with the formalities.
Methinks we've earned a brief repose. What say you, Arisen? Where to next, Arisen? I'm not sure I've any idea.
If 'tis discipline your company lacks, I can provide. If we share our strengths, we can begin formulating.
I pray my efforts aid your cause.
I best make myself scarce.
There's a ladder here.
Perhaps new discoveries await.
Hoy there. You seem well tired. Tell you what, you can stay here tonight free of charge. I'll expect coin from tomorrow, mind. My pa always used to say, there's naught a good night's sleep can't fix. Not much else I can offer, I'm afraid, but you'll find all sorts at a finer inn. Aye, being armed is better than being defenseless, even if you're untrained. Still, 'tis worth devoting yourself to a vocation if you can. Opens up new doors, it does. You should stop by the inn in Melve if you get the chance. No hard feelings if you prefer it. They've much more to offer.
We must rest, though the sun is still up.
So tired. I'd kept just about anywhere.
This is generally used as a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
If you're playing Arisen in search of preferable treatment, you'll be sorry. Your head is like to roll ere long.
I must go where duty calls me.
Pray, follow me.
I'm nodding on.
Best
where I
be
stand.
scarce.
Well met.
Hail! You a soldier? 'Twould be a surprise to see you arrive in one piece if not. Hordes of monsters have been plaguing this area of late, you see. We've had to start sending out new recruits to cull them.
Is that so? Who went yonder?
Lachlan. But I dare say he'll fare all right.
Aye, I expect he will. Who was sent out that way then?
Ocado. To be honest, sir, I'm a little worried for him.
What? Weren't harpies reported in that area? The lad can't handle those beasts on his own.
This is the first I'm hearing of it. Fie! I want to go to his aid, but we can't just abandon our posts. Say, you seem stout of heart. Would you be willing to go in our stead? 'Tisn't far, only a short ways out from the main gate. You've my thanks. And Ocado's as well, I'm sure.
We ought not to dawdle when our aid is sorely needed.
Can't wait for the new equipment to come in.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
Who are you? Have you come to aid me? Bill and Enrique sent you to watch my back, okay? It's not the first time that
Oh, well aimed. Right where it hurts.
If your pack grows over full, simply ask me to sell off your surplus items. I'll have the gold for you in a trice.
Is that all of them? You have my thanks. I do not believe for a moment I could have slain those creatures without your help. I've only just enlisted, and when I thought this could be the end of me, I was paralyzed. You saved me this time, but I won't always be so fortunate. I'll have to train harder, till I have the confidence to face such beasts on my own. Well, I'd best be heading back, but I'll be sure to let my superiors know of your good deed. I hope we meet again someday.
Don't we have a report to make, Master?
A common reward. Frustratingly so.
We'll find a use for it, I'm sure.
So, we finally arrived.
Hail, friend! Many thanks for aiding Ricardo. 'Twas a relief to see him return, and none the worse for wear.
Aye, that it was. The poor sod might not have made it back alive had you not intervened.
'Twas a bit too early for him to be seeing actual combat. That much was made well clear. We'll be extending his training period. The instructors here are well known for whipping recruits into shape with their grueling regimes.
Speaking of training regimes, I must admit I've half a mind to ask you to join us. We could use someone with your experience.
Glorious!
I'd rather not draw sport if I can avoid it.
With any luck, the instructors in the training ground.
He thinks the troops will get more out of their training if they had a soldier of your caliber to guide them.
Over here, if you would.
I'll not stick my head where it will get cut off.
Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason.
After you, Arisen.
Tis a glad thing we rested.
Try not to get hit, lest all that spinning goes to waste.
A battle avoided is a battle won, I suppose.
Little does our foe realise how narrowly they escaped death's touch.
'Tis as you say.
Come, I'll lead the way.
Perhaps this will seem of little consequence, but different masters favour different pawns. One whom I served preferred to have beastrons for allies.
Now there's a thought.
Over here, Master. Did you lose sight of me? So, this is Mel. The scars left by the dragon's assault are plain to see. Mayhap a walk through the streets would help jog your memory. When the Arisen appears, so too does the dragon. 'Tis an immutable truth of this world.
'Tis as you say.
Pitiable Arisen.
This isn't the way to our destination, but I presume you've a new one in mind.
Well met. If you're looking to buy, just say the word. Hope to see you again.
Hast thou forgotten thy destiny, thy charge? That is most unfortunate. But it doth not release thee from thy fate.
Can you hear me, sir? Sir, stay with me. Thank goodness. How are you feeling? This is the second time I've watched over you like this, isn't it? You do not remember? Then have you forgotten that you protected me from the dragon's flames? You withstood the fire in my stead and were well and truly charred. 'Twas terrible. I had thought your life forfeit. I could not hear the beating of your heart. You hung on and by some miracle survived. Arisen? I'm afraid I don't understand your meaning. Does it have aught to do with why you were taken to the castle? They said 'twas so that your wounds could be treated, though I fear you have no memory of this either.
I am of the Border Watch. Someone with Arisen-like abilities came to this village, horn in tow. Know you aught of this?
Has he come for you? We are to part so soon, then. Mayhap you will visit me again someday. Till then, take care. Arisen.
Ah, excellent. You must be the one. You match my soldier's description. I'm glad I found you. The ruler of Vermont, currently convalescing in the capital, became arisen here in this very village. If you claim the same, then word must be borne to the capital. I dispatched a missive before coming here, though I doubt the matter can be settled without your presence. Would you be willing to accompany me to the capital? If you truly are arisen, you will be received with open arms. Oh, but forgive me. I scattered my soldiers in a bid to find you. I would not depart without them. We shall have to wait till they are reassembled. Come to think of it, Sir Leonard was asking after you as well. Mayhap now would be a good time to speak with him. Last I saw, he was having a drink at the inn.
What say we gather some information?
Say,
I don't
do
know
you think
what
this
to
one's
do.
really arisen?
Oh,
Oh, have you some business with the apothecary, sir? Dreadful sorry if I was in your way. Oh, no, I'm not lost or naught, sir. You needn't worry yourself on my account. I'm an apothecary in training, you see. My family runs a little shop in Vernworth. So when I heard tell of a medicine only to be found in this village, I thought I'd come and fetch some for us. Made the journey all by myself as well, if you can believe it. But, well, as luck would have it, I've not enough gold for the medicine. 'Twill be a shame to return empty-handed after coming all this way. But what more can I do? What? You'd do that? You'd get the medicine for me? Suppose there's no harm in that, if you're really sure. Oh, sir, I'd be most grateful. Seems my luck's not as rotten as I thought. I'll wait right here for your return, sir. And many thanks for your kindness.
We could make the fruit... Roberant ourselves, or simply purchase some at Rune's Apothecary here in Melve.
Ah, yes, now I see.
Hello again, sir. Say, have you brought some fruit roberant for me? Oh, well, if you do pick some up... Hello again, sir. Say, have you brought some fruit roberant for me? Oh, well, if you do pick some up...
Might I interest you in my... humble wares? Hope to see you again.
They do say gold is made to be...
Might I interest you in... my humble wares? Hope to see you again.
Shall we go and speak with Sir Lennart, Master? Methinks I know where to find the person you're looking for.
Well met. You're the one who saved Ulrika's life, aren't you? She told me all about it. It was a very brave thing you did. I'm in your debt. Ulrika's as good as my daughter. Here, consider this a small token of my gratitude. Now, tell me, are you registered with a guild? Perhaps you already know this, but registering with a guild will grant you access to specialized training, which comes in very useful when pursuing a vocation. Well now, that won't do. You need only speak with the innkeeper to register. Go on, 'twill only take a moment. If there is aught you wish to know of vocations, mayhap I can advise you. 'Tis a vocation for those who seek to master the sword and shield. Fighters favor a balanced approach, excelling in both offense and defense, and can adapt to any situation. I am a fighter myself, and should there come a time when you impress me with your prowess, I might be willing to impart unto you some of what I know. Should you dedicate yourself to a vocation, you will find that new paths to master will open up to you over time. Try them as you like. Naturally, it is a vocation for those who seek to master the bow, an exceptionally useful long-ranged weapon. At close range, however, a bow is nary more useful than a walking stick. Aye, the secret to being a successful archer is maintaining distance between you and your foes. 'Tis a vocation for those who seek to master the mystical arts. Magic. Mages can cast a wide array of offensive spells and aid their allies with magical support. However, the more powerful the spell, the longer one must spend incanting it. Thus, a mage is unlikely to last long on the field of battle without allies to protect them. 'Tis a vocation for those who seek to master the dagger. Such blades lack heft, though this grants them the advantage of speed. Thieves favor light armor, which leaves them more vulnerable to attacks than those of other vocations. Their talents depend upon their finesse and ability to compensate for the length of their blade through sheer agility. Very well. There is no wrong choice in any case. It is entirely up to you which vocation you adopt. But I shan't take up any more of your time. Pray, be well.
There's a ladder here.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
What am I to do? Here at the inn, we also offer changes of vocation for those who seek it. I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
Always a pleasure.
Puts me in the mood for a song, it does.
I shall do as you say.
If there is aught you wish to know of vacations, mayhap I can advise. Very well. There is no wrong choice, but I shan't take up any more of your time.
Had rowdy, but I shan't complain.
What am I to do? He really ought to.
Precious little time.
Perhaps this time I went looking for it. That place puts my hairs on end. Yet if aught were to befall him, I couldn't live with myself.
Where to now?
Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles.
The safer the roads, the heavier my pockets. Do come again.
If there is aught you wish to know of vacations, mayhap I can advise you. Very well. There is, but I shan't take up any more of your.
So this is where you've been. Come with me to the village entrance. The watchhead's waiting for you.
Someone must have the answers we seek. If we ask around, we might just find them.
what to do? What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now.
Then I shall remain by your side.
Ah, you've returned. Good timing, too. I have questions for you. First and foremost, will you accompany me to the capital? My thanks. Are you ready to depart, or do you need some time to prepare? Good. Then let us be on our way.
Really now? You mustn't shirk your duty, lest you forget 'tis the Arisen we serve here.
Have you forgotten something, Arisen? You're looking rather lost.
I'll turn you into a sword flame at any... Hot Arisen, you have been doused in oil.
Over so soon? Why, we seem to have come through unscathed.
No doubt this triumph will spur us into the next.
We ought not tarry, but deliver what we have retrieved post-haste.
The Arisen is the lawful ruler of Vermont. So it has always been. To claim the title is to claim the Our kingdom is many.
Come to think of it, without a mage among our ranks, we've no one to heal us in times of need.
Mayhap you could dismiss a pawn, not me naturally, and hire a mage in their place.
Having more of these to hand ought serve us well in battle.
What say we pelt one at the next foe we encounter?
I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrills to gathering items. All paths fork in the end.
Very useful ingredient. We gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found? Well, we're here.
Alas, we must part ways for the time being, but know that I look forward to traveling with... Alas, we must part ways for the time being. Know that...
Are you certain you're happy to have me along? I hope I can count on you in a scrape. These obstacles shan't get the better of us. There must be a way to remove it.
Ranged attacks are my specialty, Master. I expect you'll be wanting my assistance.
Hold here a moment. I shall bid them open the gate.
Who's that you've brought with you, Watchhead, sir?
An Arisen, by all appearances.
An Arisen? Another pretender, you mean? I see the Sovereign's ascension has done little to stop such charlatans from plying their trade.
'Tis uncertain. This one commands the loyalty of the pawns.
What? Impossible. You know as well as I do that there can be but one Arisen, and he's up in the palace.
I'm well aware of how preposterous the idea is, thank you. However, as I do not believe it my place to rule on such a matter, I would make my report to the capital. If the claim is false, we will be rewarded handsomely for our trouble. If the claim is true, however, who can say? All's been arranged. Come, let us pass through the gate.
My magics are at your disposal.
Do watch where you're going. You'll hurt yourself one of these days.
Oh, don't mind me. These things happen.
An ox cart was meant to meet us, yet 'tis nowhere in sight. Aught may have befallen it. Best we press on.
Oh, what luck! 'Tis a chest!
Not all chests contain treasure, you know.
A decent spot to make camp. Assuming there are no monsters about.
It would be a fine spot to rest, should we have need of one.
Need healing? I'm happy to oblige. Hold on, stay right there.
Is everyone all right? More marks of the dragon's fury. Its rampage must have weakened the earth here.
I pray my efforts aid your cause.
One cannot be too careful. have but two words for that performance. Utter perfection.
Let us try for the same result with our next attack.
My magics are at your disposal.
I dare say the cart shan't be traversing this. Onward! It might await us on the road ahead.
I've got a good feeling about this one. A fantastic find. Wonder whether my master from beyond the rift managed to find that. Somehow I doubt it. Cannot be. How dare you? How dare you? My magics are at your disposal.
We prevailed by the skin of our teeth.
We ought to consider this a lesson. This is what befalls one who lets down their guard.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
I'd say we collect as much as we can carry. Master! This foe will return from flame.
anyone else see that? Or catches the light?
Let us ponder how best to proceed.
Materials such as this can be combined to craft things.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Oh, I don't know about you, Master, but I'm worn out. Mightn't we have a rest before pressing on?
What's this? We're trapped.
Fie! A Cyclops! To think we'd encounter one here of all places.
Cyclops. Pray, be on your guard.
A moment of victory is at hand. Let us finish this. I'm holding the arm. Now bring it down. Finish that story. I've got hold of the enemy.
If one have any hope of victory, we must employ every tool and tactic at our disposal.
Ah, yeah.
You have my gratitude, sir. It seems I misjudged you. I had taken you for another false arisen. Goodness knows we see a lot of them. Yet the value you showed in coming to our aid has dispelled such thoughts. Here, take this as a mark of my trust. Give it to one of the sentinels stationed at the gates to the capital, and you'll be granted an audience with Captain Brandt. You're free to make your own way to the capital now. I see no need to keep you under constant watch, and I'm sure you'll breathe a little easier as well, aye? Of course, if you'd rather continue to accompany us, you are still welcome to join us on the ox cart. 'Tis your decision. Here's the cart now. Do you intend to join us? Very well. Board the ox cart and we'll be off.
I see a ladder yonder, but we can't reach it from here. We'll have to get up there and pull it out. If our destination is a distant one, travel by ox cart might be worth considering.
One hopes these carts offer comfort commensurate to their cost.
Can't wait to find out what's inside.
Goblins! What rotten luck! We've need of your aid against them.
Goblins approach!
We have no need to exploit our enemy's weakness. Victory!
Seems we drove them off. You've my thanks for aiding us. Vernworth isn't far from here. Will you join us the rest of the way? All right. Into the ox cart, then.
My magics are at your disposal.
If you are in need of aid, pray say the word.
I was informed of your coming would be arisen.
Captain Brandt, this individual summoned a pawn through a rift stone. Several witnesses can attest to it. Though I admit I had my doubts at first. 'Twould seem this is no mere deceiver.
This one's not a bad sort. Saved our hides on the way here.
As decreed by the great will of our world, there can only be one Arisen. That Arisen now resides within the palace. Indeed, he is our sovereign and the rightful ruler of Vermont. It follows, therefore, that this ruffian before us is naught but a pretender. You must submit to questioning. If you value your life, you will not attempt to flee. I shall conduct the interrogation myself. Stand watch outside. I beg your forgiveness for my insolence, Your Majesty. If the Queen Regent had learned of your existence, I fear your life would have been in peril. I had no choice but to treat you as a pretender, lest my actions draw suspicion from watchful eyes. Then you have truly lost your memory? In that case, mayhap I ought to explain the situation before we proceed. You, and no other, are the Sovereign, the only legitimate ruler of this kingdom. Some days past, you confronted the dragon in the village of Melv, whereupon you became Arisen. The people rejoiced, for our true liege had finally appeared, ending Vermont's long years of council rule. Yet, not all celebrated your coming. Your arrival would have robbed the Queen Regent Disa of everything. During the time of the previous council, she acted as a queen in her own right, ruling the palace as she saw fit. And just after the council's passing, when 'twas all but certain that her son would take his father's place, word reached the castle that the Arisen had been found. To Disa, your Majesty's very existence is naught but an obstacle to her own family's continued prosperity. The assassination of the Arisen is an impossible feat for mortal hands. Thus, Disa chose to abduct your Majesty while you recovered from your wounds, in order to rob you of your memory with a fell curse and sell you to Batal as a slave. Following that, she prepared a replacement to serve as the Sovereign in your stead. A mere puppet. However, with your Majesty returned, I have no intention of twiddling my thumbs as Disa plays her games. I shall devise some plans to further our cause. Pray, visit me a night in the tavern that we might discuss them. This one's cleared of all suspicion, and has my permission to remain in the capital. You are to trouble the good sir no further. Are we clear?
Anyone gives me trouble, they'll taste the steam.
Pray forgive me, I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Consign it! Get back here!
You there! Did you see an urchin in a cap run past just now? Can you tell me which way he went? Many thanks. I'll catch that wretch yet.
You're a kind one, aren't you? 'Twould seem I am in your debt. In fact, there's aught I would ask of you if you've the time to spare.
Aha! There you are!
Oh, apologies, but our chat will have to wait. Till next we meet. Farewell.
day.
Perhaps I'll just
Mayhap I'll buy myself a new sword next time.
A sprinkle of misfortune can make a pleasant spot.
I must remember to dust the shelves.
Look, Master, a treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it.
I've all manner of arms for sale. Come, have yourself a look.
Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason.
After you, Arisen.
Welcome to Bjorn's Armory. You'll find only peace and quality is what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, many thanks. I appreciate the business.
Nothing caught your eye? That's a shame. Let's hope there's aught worth our...
I've all manner of arms for sale. Come, have yourself a look. Welcome to Bjorn's Art, and quality is what you need if you want to survive. So, before you check the price, just many thanks. I appreciate the business.
Need anything?
He's busy out today.
Might as well take a look while you're here. Eh? Stop by again soon.
Try to enjoy life where and when I can.
I'm in fine fettle
I heard a rumour that this land was once a kingdom of beastrons.
Fascinating.
Welcome to the Star Drop Inn. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup to start you off? Sit back, relax, and enjoy the finest brews in all of Vernworth.
Your Majesty, your timing is impeccable. I just thought to call for you. 'Tis not a matter for prying ears. Pray, let us speak out here. As I informed you when last we spoke, the palace is filled with the Queen Regent's sycophants. Should Disa denounce your majesty as a false arisen, few would elect to doubt her. Yet if we are to prove your identity, I believe there is no occasion more suitable than the coronation. It was delayed so that the sovereign, that is, the false arisen, could convalesce in the palace, but the date has now been set. The central players in the court ought all be in attendance. It would be a fine opportunity to display your majesty's power. None would be able to deny that you are the true arisen then. The only select members of the nobility and citizens who have contributed greatly to Vermont's continued prosperity will be granted entry. If your majesty is to be counted among them, you will need to attend to a number of tasks. Pray, allow me to summarize them for you. The citizenry have called upon my soldiers to cull monsters that plague the land. I dare say, 'twould be a fine contribution were you to accomplish these tasks unaided. What say you? Might I ask for your cooperation in this matter? I thank you, your majesty. There are 3 locales that have seen significant trouble of late. The first is Trevo Mine, to the northwest. We've had reports of goblins swarming in great numbers. Next is Half Village, west of Burnworth. I believe soldiers have already been dispatched to cull an infestation of saurians there. Finally, there is a call for someone to locate a group of soldiers tasked with delivering freight. They were last seen crossing the second bridge on the eastern edge of Vermont.
It is our duty to bring the beasts low.
I foresee naught but success on the path that lies ahead.
Welcome to the Star Drop Inn. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup to sit back, relax, and enjoy the finest brews in all of Vernworth? Well met, sir.
Could you come over here? Oi, Arisen, over here! Surely you didn't think I'd abandon you.
I'm in no hurry to leave.
Oh, apologies, Master. My mind was 1,000 leagues away. I have a knack for gathering items, and am ever on the hunt for new finds. Trevo Mine is but a stone's throw from here. Alas, it would seem I've taken on too much.
If you've anything edible, I'll gladly lessen your burden. Master, I've naught more to say. 'Tis our duty to bring the beat.
Well,
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises.
The sun descends. Night will be upon us soon. Might there be aught over there?
We ought to take a closer look. I suppose there can be no harm in bringing this along.
We'll find a use for it, I'm sure.
Restoration and reinforcement are the purview of a mage. You'll be safe in my care, Arisen. Pray, light your lantern, Master.
This spell will empower you with elemental magic.
You haven't forgotten us, have you, Master?
Well, that wasn't the homecoming I envisioned.
Be strong, Master. I shall protect you.
You must remain calm, else all will be lost.
Trevo Mine is but a stone's throw from here. I can guide you there if you wish.
I shall fly to your aid, Master.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
I'd say we collect as much as we can carry.
This ladder can take us to new heights.
After you, Arisen.
I've heard some interesting tidings about town.
If you refer to changes in the military's makeup, I've heard the same.
Indeed. Tell us there's been a shift in the chain of command.
Welcome to the Star Tropic. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup? Always a pleasure. The Gander? Fine wares Welcome to the Star Tropic. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup to start you off? Sit back, relax, and enjoy the finest brews in... Come back anytime. Fine wares
It's been a hard day.
I always draw a short straw. Oi there, friend! Care to help a fellow out? All I ask is that you hear my request. What have you got to lose? My thanks, sir. As to the matter at hand, it concerns my ox cart business. I've been holding off service on account of all the monsters on the road. But now I feel prepared to start making trips to Melv again. Only trouble is, there are still monsters about, and I can't help but worry for the safety of the carts. That's where you come in. See, I've got a letter here from Lady Margit, the Watchhead's wife, to be delivered to one Sir Leonard in Melv. I'd like you to accompany the cart in my stead and see to it that the letter reaches its recipient. What say you, friend? Splendid! I knew how now. The Carts only depart at certain... And mind you, don't forget to pay your way before you board. That's standard practice. Each cart travels with an escort of trained soldiers. So anyone thinking of riding for free... But enough of my lecturing. Just make sure that... Oh, and I'll pay your fare this time. Come find me when you've delivered that letter. I'll be waiting.
Right, let's get this delivered.